Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and I'm coming on for a video that needed to be filmed many days ago. I'm trying to catch up on my hashtag 50 a day November, and I'm going to do 3 days, and then I'm going to do another video on the last 4 days. So, and that way I'll get all caught up. So, this goes all the way back to a week ago, last Saturday, which was November 17th. And on that day, I only read one book. It was the start of the One Readathon to Rule Them All. And I wanted to do my reread first. So I reread, oh wow, glare. I reread Beauty and the Beast, which is Beauty by Robin McKinley. And it's a retelling of the Beauty and the Beast story. I read the whole book, and that it is 244 pages. And really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 stars. It is very pretty close to the original fairy tale, so I really enjoyed it because I'm really a nut for Beauty and the Beast stories. So that means that day the total was 244 pages. So, and that's all I read for that day. So, but yes, I would highly recommend, if you love Beauty and the Beast, I would highly recommend this story. The characters are all real sweet, and it's a very sweet book. So, okay, now the last Sunday, which was November 18th, Fall into Fantasy started, and so I was reading More in Vox by Christina Dulcher. This is the one about that the women only have 100 words a day, and that they're very limited, and the country is very limited, and I found out other things happen. This book continued to make me angry, and make me think. I actually only read 30 pages that day, and then I started on, let's see if I can do this, Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson, which is the second book in the Remnant Chronicles. And the other day I couldn't remember Kiss of Deception. That was the first book. I absolutely love these books. I ended up reading 166 pages of Heart of Betrayal that day. And it just continues on with her story with the prince and the assassin, and the things are happening, and oh my goodness, this book was so good. Okay, so I read, like I said, 166 pages of that. So I read 196 pages total. And the last one that I'm going to be doing for this video is Monday, November 19th. I continued some more in Vox. I read only 18 more pages in this. I'll tell you a little bit more in the next video, because I finished this book. Have since finished this book, so I'll tell you a little bit more about that then. And I ended up starting Everless. Everless, which is, it wasn't quite what I thought. It was and it wasn't, because I thought that her and her father had just run away. There's a little bit more to the story than that. And this is about Everless, which is this city that, let's see, how do I explain this? There's a ruling family, and basically there was an alchemist and a sorceress, and the alchemist figured out how, by taking the sorceress's heart, how to take anybody's blood, turn it into coins, and then whoever melted the coins into a warm drink would get that person's time. So you could bleed time, and then and that's the currency that they use, is time. And so something happened, and her father had to leave Everless, and now it's by Sarah Holland. I don't think I mentioned that. Sorry, guys. And her father is dying, and she realizes that she has to go back to Everless, because that's the only way that she is going to get enough time for her father to survive. Basically, that's how it starts. It, oh, it was so good. I've been wanting to read this for a while, and it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And then it's got these cool deckled edges that I just absolutely love. So it was just like, I don't know, when I was reading this, it made me think about, that it kind of put me in that period. I don't know why, but it just did. And I ended up reading, let's see how many pages. I ended only up reading this day only 16 pages because I was really concentrating on Heart of Betrayal. Did I tell you I read? No, I didn't either. And then Heart of Betrayal that day I read 229 pages. So that's kind of where I was concentrating on. But I wanted to start Everlist because it was one of the books that I'm reading for both of the fantasy readathons. So for that Monday, I ended up reading 263 pages. So I'm still doing really good on the reading. I just really, really suck at filming. So, but those are the books that I've been reading. Really been enjoying them. Loving the fantasy readathons. Loving the fantasy books. And so, yeah, so that's what I've been reading. So let me know down below what you've been reading. Let me know if you've liked this kind of daily telling you what I'm reading, or maybe I could do it something like a weekly thing. And that might be easier because of the library books, because like Beauty's going back today, Vox is going back today, and the other book that I'll show you here in a few minutes, or in the next video, is actually going back to the library today because I have other books that need to be picked up for another readathon that I'm starting in December. Yes, I know, guys. Readathons. That's going to be my January. One of my January things is to not do so many readathons, to concentrate more on getting other things read. But I don't know. I'm finding a lot of different books that I probably wouldn't read if I didn't do the readathons. So I don't know. Maybe not to do readathons, but just not to do so many at a time. Because right now I'm doing 4 readathons at the same time. Yeah, because I'm insane and crazy, and yeah. Alright guys, well please remember to be kind to each other, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.